Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we're back with another video. In this video guys, we're gonna talk about, is Bianca truly ripping off Kanye West for all that he's worth? Now, there was an article that was released by Page 6. Now, in the article, it spoke about Bianca actually now charging Kanye West for each outfit that he wants her to wear. Now it is said that Kanye West is paying her up to $400,000 per outfit. Do you guys remember that candid, bikini? It is said that Bianca did not want to wear that outfit. Kanye West paid her something like over $100,000 in order to wear that outfit. I did a thorough video on that, guys. Please do not miss it. Please check it out. Because while oftentimes these media outlets, they can be very mischievous towards Kanye West, extremely hateful towards him, what we've seen since his viral meltdown is that a lot of the things that the media outlets have been reporting, a lot of it is true, some of it is half true, and some of it is just complete BS. So, what I want to do is to track. I've been tracking what the media has been saying to see what makes sense at the end of the day. And I want you guys to keep up with me because you know what I called before the media did? The bikini outfit. I could have tell that Bianca did not want to wear that outfit. I saw it in her face and I did a video saying it. I said she looks stunning. She has a gorgeous body. She has an amazing body. But when I look at, when she wore that French long sleeve top with that cheeky shorts, you could tell that the confidence level had completely switched. And that's when I realized that things are not what it appears to be. And then came the tabloid detailing that someone inside their camp is leaking all the information. Last week, I did a video. If it wasn't last week, it was earlier this week. Time is moving so fast. Who knows, right? I said Kanye is not safe. People in Kanye's camp cannot be trusted. And then the media outlets, they are detailing everything that is going on inside Kanye's camp. And I said, this is very telling because ain't no way I could have just randomly guessed that people in Kanye's camp cannot be trusted. And then the media outlets are giving you like detailed information as to what is going on in the camp. And I said, Kanye is not safe. I believe that someone very dangerous is in his camp, laughing and playing in his face. I don't know who it is, but I do hope that he wakes up and wakes up soon because God forbid, we don't want another Michael Jackson. We don't want another Aaron Carter. God forbid, right? But what I'm saying is, at this point in time, it seems as though Kanye and Bianca's relationship, it's completely transactional. I think that there could have been love in the beginning, this huge admiration, but there's one thing we all know as human beings, and that is when an individual as stubborn as Kanye West is, it is easy for you to fall out of love with them, especially when you've witnessed them in their weakest moments and you've tried to help them in their weakest moments, but instead of them getting the help that they need, they are still resorting to the bad lifestyle. No, as it relates to Kanye's bad lifestyle, who's encouraging such behavior? Who's endorsing that behavior? Could it even be Bianca herself? We really don't know because we're really not in their circle. We don't have all the answers, but what makes everything questionable is just how things are going because the mere fact that everything is so transactional at this point in time. And I don't believe that the media is 100% lying. It shows it shows that their relationship, it's just all transactional because the mere fact that Kanye feels as though he needs to use Bianca Censori as a billboard, it shows that Kanye is losing himself. Kanye has lost himself because remember, Kanye was Kanye before Kim Kardashian. He was Kanye before Bianca Censori. And this is what his old pals have been telling him. They have been telling him, Kanye, you don't need any of these women to garner attention or fame because you were able to build your fame, your success, your relevance purely off your talent and your skills. So what has happened to Kanye to the point where Kanye, feels as though he needs a Bianca to be walking around as a billboard? That's not Kanye. He has always loved for his women to dress and look a particular way, but now Bianca is his billboard. Bianca is his new muse. And it's not muse as in, that one time when, Amber Rose was the muse, but behind Amber Rose being the new muse, he would have great songs, great shows. And behind Kim Kardashian being the muse, he would have great songs, great shows. It is getting messier and messier by the day. No. Kanye has always been changing the release date of albums, the release date of tours, so some things are not changing. But when you look at how Kanye West talent is changing, it is a call for concern. Kanye West should not feel as though he needs a Bianca. It's good for him to have, a pretty woman on his arm, but it's even better to ensure that there's at least some amount of duality. While he's giving her all of that money, does she really have his best interest at heart? And is it that Bianca is at her wit's end with, having Kanye's best interest at heart because he's refusing to do the right thing? So as such, she's saying, you know what? I'm just going to focus on me, on my bag and get my ass out of here because if he's not going to do the right thing for him, I can't do it for him. So at this point in time, you really have to wonder, is Bianca milking Kanye West for all that he's worth? Or is it that Kanye is exploiting Bianca? People say they are business partners, but we have to be conscious and ask ourselves, what business can survive like this? How can a business survive like this? And how long can a business survive like this? There's no surviving in a business like this. Absolutely none. And we have to keep it real. Do you remember how at one point many people thought that Kanye had Bianca in his life, so he has that mob of family protection? And we had that fairy tale going on in our heads until we realized that Kanye West has been declining. Where was that family protection? It's simply not there. So what else are we going to wait and watch and see decline in Kanye's life for us to really wake up and realize that Kanye West needs help? And I think that he needs it so urgently that people are not even realizing the severity of what is needed. Kanye West looks as though he's leading Bianca. But you know what it's given sometimes to me? And I'm going to keep it honest. It gives the sense that Bianca is the one that is dog walking Kanye West, but she does it in such a diplomatic manner that if you really look at it, so let me back up a bit. It gives a sense that Kanye is the one that's dog walking Bianca, right? But if you really look at it, it gives a sense that it's a psychological manipulation going on here, wherein Bianca allows the public to think that Kanye West is the one that's dog walking her when she's the one that's dog walking him. Like, Kanye doesn't need to do any of this. He doesn't need to have Bianca parading around town for relevance, for shock value, for clout, or none of that. He was able to do all of that on his own over the years. And there's one thing that no one can take away from you, and that's your God-given talent. So Kanye needs to find himself, and he needs to find himself really, really fast. He needs some balance in his life. And I don't think he has that balance. And as such, this is why I say I believe that he's still on the nitrous oxide. I believe he's on a controlled dose where people in his circle are telling him that this is a safe zone with nitrous oxide, and there's no safe zone with using nitrous oxide every day. And I listen when people speak because he told us Bianca got him a new dentist because the other dentist had him toppling over too much when he left that dental office. So for me, that is indicating that there's another dentist still giving him nitrous oxide at what they believe is a controlled safe level, but it's not controlled, it's not safe because you cannot do a bad habit every day or most days and think that it's a controlled thing. Do you know how some people who abuse substance, drugs and other substances, oh, I'm being safe? There's no such thing when you have an addiction because the I'm so safe is what normally leads to you overdosing. So I'm just saying, is Bianca out to get Kanye for everything he has? It is still not a good look. It is still something that I want people to open their eyes, stop picking sides, stop defending Kanye, stop defending Bianca, just shut down that layer. Leave your emotions at the door and look at things for what it is. And after you look at things for exactly what it is, I think that everyone will have a better insight into what is going on with Ye and Bianca. But I don't think it's good. I really don't think it is good. I really don't. But if I'm wrong, I digress. But that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what's your take. While you're at it, do all you need to do on that video to support your girl. Peace.